Now, your Alaska Link weather for Juneau and Southeast.
Well, we officially ended off the month of May this weekend, and we did note that the month of May brought in just shy of 6.5 inches of precipitation, which places it at the fourth wettest May on record for Juneau. Even just last year were we on that list in third place back in 2021, in second place there, all between that 6.5 to 7 inches of rainfall. Now, this rainy May now puts us at 25 inches for the year, that putting us 4 inches at a surplus, and we've already been putting at least some rain showers here on the board as we've stepped into June. But we have started to see here that we are a little bit more with some scattered activity. We're not seeing those steadier rains that we had last week, especially the end of the week. There will be some points. The next chance to really get into some steady rains looks to be Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but up through then it is more scattered activity, even some drier pockets possible. Hopeful to maybe see some little glimpses of some sunshine, and then trying to look out to next week. There is some potential drying, something to monitor, as again we've been fairly wet recently, so we could use a dry few days. So we'll keep an eye on next week's forecast. But for this week, we're going to continue with the gloomy feel. We have high tide that occurs at 7:38 in the morning and then 8:43 into the evening. We will roll into the day with a morning low 43 and an afternoon high 55, staying with that cool feel. Not much break away from that cool feel even for the next 10 days. So we're going to kind of try to be hopeful thinking there to get closer to those 60s and with that potential drying next week. But again, this next week forecast not looking to highlight that. We will have chances for those rain showers underneath an east-southeasterly flow, but looking through the forecast here, we are noting that it is widely scattered. Not a lot of high reflectivity there, even some breaks in the clouds there trying to develop. Even the next little push that tries to drive its way into the south central doesn't really have much moisture extent by Wednesday morning. It's going to be Wednesday night where we will watch that next wave uptick its potential for accumulation. So we'll keep an eye on that, but overall not going to see big inches numbers. More, we're going to be talking in the 24-hour span, potentially seeing 1/4 of an inch or more. So no big washout conditions, but with how wet May was, if we continue this pattern into June, we'll definitely have to continue to keep an eye on some of those streams, creeks, and rivers. 17 hours and 54 minutes of daylight for our Tuesday. We have nearly just before 4 a.m. sunrise, almost at 10 p.m. sunset. Again, with the gloomy skies, we will stay with that cool feel, continuing to see the steady trend of staying within those 50s. Now, again, rolling through the week, we'll see some scattered activity, so we'll be hopeful to see some breaks of sunshine, but none of that sun is expected to break us into any big time warming, at least here into this first full week will we track the rain showers.